In this video, I'm going to show you how to get a pretty textured buttercream effect on your cake. Hi, it's Karolyn. I'm going to show you a really quick, pretty way to get a buttercream effect on your cake with a textured buttercream, like a rustic look. What I do when I put these textured buttercream effects on my cakes, I ice the cake with a crumb coat and then put it in the refrigerator, let the icing harden, and then I add the textured buttercream effect. I just feel like it's easier to put the texture on when you have solid icing underneath. So it's, I don't know. This is just the way that I do it. I find that it's easier to do it this way, and I want to pass it along to you. So if you want to see how I make this pretty simple textured buttercream effect on my cake, then just keep on watching. Okay, so Okay, so I have my cake here. It is already iced and stacked. So this is iced with a thinner crumb coat so you can kind of see the cake underneath. I have my spatula here and I'm going to get some buttercream and just put a thin layer of buttercream around the whole side of both tiers. And now, since I'm right-handed, I had to change the angle, but I have a little bit of water. I have a spatula here. This is just a regular rounded Atiko spatula. And I'm just gonna dip it in the water, wipe it off on the paper towel, and just take it against the side of the cake and start making lines in the cake. So I'm turning the turntable with my bottom hand and holding it up against the side with my top hand, trying to make these lines in the cake. So I'm trying to hold the spatula, perpendicular against the side of the cake so I can get straight lines. And after every time I get some icing, I'm gonna wipe off the icing and then sometimes wipe it off in the water and continue the process. When I get to the very top, I just take the spatula this way, and since this cake is out of the fridge, the icing underneath is solid, so I can kind of just scrape the icing off of the top of the cake and not ruin the icing underneath. And then repeat the same process for the top tier. When I'm in between tiers, I want to make sure that I'm pressing the spatula against the cake so I can seal any gaps that are at the bottom. I do have a video that I made years ago on how I stack cakes without any borders needed. I can link that. And then, like always, when I'm done, taking a wet paper towel and just cleaning off the cake board, trying to make sure that I don't mess up any of the icing on the cake as I'm doing that. And there's your pretty rustic buttercream iced cake. So here you go. Here is your pretty textured buttercream cake. It's really simple to do. It looks really pretty and elegant. And I'll put this down. I don't even really know what else to say about this because it's pretty straightforward, other than you don't have to stack the cake before you do it. If you do both tiers, I just prefer to stack it and then do it. I find it easier that way. I can also link my recipe for my buttercream that I use. This is a crusting buttercream, and you can play around with different effects in the buttercream. You can use different shapes of spatulas. You can do jagged lines. You can do straight lines. You can mess around with it. You don't have to do it exactly this way. It's just a simple way to get a pretty effect on your buttercream cakes. So, I really can't think of anything else to say. If you have any questions, leave them below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. And like always, please like this video if you liked it. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and you want to see more videos like this. And you can follow me on social media. I am on Facebook and Instagram, and I have my website. I will link all of that below. I think that is it for now, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!